Hi, I'm Robert Osborne, and I'm back with my co-host for this evening, Bill Newcott, the film critic and entertainment editor for the world's largest circulation magazine, the publication of AARP. Bill writes a bi-monthly movie column for that magazine, Movies for Grownups. That's also our theme on TCM tonight, Films for Grownups. Welcome back, Bill.
Glad to be here.
Good to have you here. Now, the next movie that Bill's chosen for us tonight is the Hitchcock thriller Spellbound from 1945. First, you have to repeat, in case people weren't here for our last movie, but what is a movie for grown-ups?
A movie for grown-ups, by our definition, is a film that speaks to a grown-up audience. It's a film that's about something, that makes an audience think in terms of where they are in their life, perhaps, at that moment. Doesn't necessarily raise issues about aging, but that's fine. Doesn't have to have older characters, but it might. And it also is a movie that you'll go home maybe and talk about with your family and friends and discuss later.
So it's a movie that had qualities that's not going to insult a grown-up.
Exactly.
And kind of is on a higher level than maybe some of the movies that are strictly for kids.
Right. I don't like to say on a higher level, but you know what I know what you mean. It's a movie that is on a different level,
with some
perhaps.
substance
to
it.
Yeah.
Now, what makes Spellbound a movie for grown-ups?
Well, it'd be hard-pressed to find a Hitchcock film that's not for grown-ups, for one thing.
Right.
This particular one I like because Hitchcock was attempting to do something very different here, and that is David Selznick had been through analysis of some kind, and he loved the idea of
the producer
of the film. And he was into psychology and psychoanalysis, and he wanted Hitchcock to incorporate that into a film.
Which we have to say was a very popular thing around this time, 1945.
It was all the rage.
Yeah, which hadn't been before.
Right.
So suddenly people were all being psychoanalyzed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this inner self and the motivations of ourselves that we don't even know.
Right.
And you can almost, in the making of this film, you can see Hitchcock going, aha, my villains don't have to be motivated by greed, or they don't have to be just stark raving crazy. They can be perhaps not even know that they're the criminal, that they have
problems.
They have problems,
yes,
as we all do, as we find by the end of the movie. So the fact that Hitchcock decided to take that on, tell one of his traditional great man wrongly accused type stories, and fold into it this whole notion of psychoanalysis that was sweeping the country at the time. It's a very grown-up notion, and it's something that he tackled head-on and didn't apologize about it, even though he might have had, the stories are he had some misgivings about the whole topic as time went on, yet he just totally commits to it, and that's what makes the film so much fun.
Right. And we also have to say it's got those Selznick touches of having a great cast. Ingrid Bergman was at her peak as an actress at this point. Gregory Peck was very new to films at this point.
And he's so thin.
He's very thin.
You want to feed him something during this film.
But very handsome, very thin, very much a leading man.
Yeah.
So the chemistry between Bergman and Gregory Peck is excellent.
Yeah.
And it's got wonderful character actors in it.
Leo G. Carroll.
Leo G. Carroll. It's got a great music score. It's got those wonderful Hitchcock touches. So it's a wonderful movie to watch on many levels.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at it right now. Here, a movie nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including the one for Best Picture of the Year, with another nomination for Alfred Hitchcock as Best Director. Here's Spellbound.